Hey, I'm going to be taking a quick look at the Combined Wars-Techno-bots Scattershot. And to me, this is probably the best figure you're going to get out of the box set, which is high praise. A lot of these figures have been actually pretty good. It's just that this guy, since he's a Voyager, he has a lot more space to work with, and I just feel like he's better. Now I'm done praising this figure, let's actually get into the review, and allow me to tell you why I think this is the best figure. First of all, let's just start off with the detail. So let's just remove this gun. I'm going to talk about this gun and the problem I have with it later. Let's just look at the detail. So as you can see, the head sculpt is very, very nice. It's better than ass. Very nice. Just red, blue visor, and this is fairly accurate, I think. I don't think he's meant to have like a lot of detail on his face. You have two blue pectorals. You have blue. Nice detail on the chest. I generally just really like that detail. The calves, yeah, the calves look pretty cool. They're quite thick. They're very thick calves. Not much. There's a lot going on. This is since it is a remold of Scattershot, and this is the only remold, and this, we'll talk about that later. The shoulders are very Scattershot because you can see the wings. You do have these in the back of the forearms. Not a lot of paint. Since this is all painted right here, there's not a lot of paint. Now, for posability, he's not lacking, but I feel like there's key points that I feel like could be significantly better. The head is actually pretty good. Decent range of ball joint movement. The arms can do a full 360 on a nice heavy ratcheting joint. They can go in and out. Nice tight swivel. A little under 90 degrees of elbow bend. Nothing at the wrist because of transformation. No waist again because of transformation. Nice heavy ratchets on the legs. And you can go that far forward and barely, not even slightly back. Yeah, not even slightly back. And can do a full, can do a little bit past the splits, thigh swivel, and then double jointed knee. That it's a little bit too loose for my taste. And then if you count this and this as articulation, do some foot articulation then. So like, he's decently articulated. I'm not gonna say he's great because he's really like, in the posability department, he's kind of, like I said, a little bit lacking, but you can get some, like, I'm not great at posing figures, so don't expect much. You can get some decent poses out of him. Now, we're going to put this guy to the side and talk about his gun, or his weapons, which can split and have multiple places. I'm going to print this back again, but they have multiple places to be stored. You got, holes right there, and obviously his fists, so this can be placed there or there, and the gun I like to be placed there. But now let's talk about these weapons. Individually, they're pretty good. They're painted weird color. I'm not a big fan of this weird pink. But hey, it's not awful. There's a nice amount of detail on them though. This little thing right here will come later, but there's a decent amount of detail. You know, it's good enough. Not much on this, but it's still, it's something. There's quite a bit of detail. It's just, for the combined mode of Computron, these combine. And as you can see, you don't see much, but then you realize, oh, that's loose, so okay, just kind of peg it in, but you can't. So this makes weapon storage a huge pain, because this is too far apart. And I will show you that once we get that guy transformed. And speaking of transformation, let's get into that. Perfect segue right there. Oh, and just to warn you, this does a lot in the torso transformation, so I think that's why. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna transform this guy. So what do you want to do? You want to open up his chest, fold in his head, and close it. Then you want to straighten the shoulders out. Bring that up probably 2 clicks. I would actually just bring that out a little more, and angling the elbow, like so. Then you want to take the feet, flip this up, fold the heels into the toes, and flip them into the calves. then you want to take this peg, and this is slot right there. You just kind of want to fold this in. And once you have that, you can bring that down, and the wings, there's this tab right here that will peg into this little slot right there. And here you have one side of the jet mode done. Now what you want to do with this is the exact same thing. You want to fold the foot into the heel, fold that out, flip this in, and then put this tab into that slot. It's a very simple transformation. Nothing special, but you know, it's good. It's good. It's nice Voyager transformation. That's pegged in, and then you want to bring this arm in. And do the same thing for the wings. So these are tabbed in pretty solid. Then you want to fold this out. Kind of make sure this is flush with that. Like, this is the holding tag cock section, which this is a little bit of a pain. That is like literally the cockpit does nothing, just folds. I want to make sure that this is the hinge removing, and this point of the hinge is flush with the cockpit. So that just makes it peg in so much easier. Then you want to flip this up, and you can bring this down, and here you have the jet mode. I'm gonna lower the camera a smidge so you can see this pretty decent jet mode. And now what I was saying about why I think, because it's a huge Scattershot, just like inside joke. No, what's his face? Not Alpha Bravo. The short story Superion. I forgot what his name was. Okay, I don't know, but there's this huge joke with him where the robot mode is basically just on the basically just stable to the plane, to the bottom of the plane. And yeah, it very much shows in this, because if you fold this up, it's basically pretty streamlined wall, and it's me. I actually, like I said, I like this a lot. So you fold this down. This is landing gear, obviously. It's pretty detailed, actually. Now speaking of detail, perfect segue again. Let's talk about the jet detail. And as you can see, the cockpit is actually really nicely detailed. I like this a lot with the blue striping, blue cockpit and nose cone section, and a little bit more blue striping. And here is where you can kind of get the concord of the other guy. Why can I not forget his name? Why do I keep on forgetting his name? Okay, I don't know. But you can kind of see the concordness of him there, and also here. Since this and the nose cone section, the wings are remolded, nothing, and this and the landing gear and the head, those are the only parts that are remolded. So this part of the planes is kind of meh. And like I said, it's pretty cool. You get like new detail, like the nose cone. The wings are kind of, I'm not a fan of the wings, especially the material, because they're like this soft rubber, which I can understand because this is really thin. But like it feels weird. It feels kind of gross. That's probably the best way I can put it. But like not like just feels weird. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I don't really know how to explain it. Now, for this, the weapon storage, it would be cool, but like so you kind of get lined up, and then as you can see, problem. It doesn't line up very well. Like it doesn't line up like at all. Like no matter how much I force it, it just won't line up. So, what do I like to do in this situation? What I like to do, I literally just like to attach that and just use this. Because that, you get a landing gear right there, and if you look at it from the top, it kind of, if you kind of line up correctly, it kind of fills this out and makes it look a lot better. And like I said, it'll act as landing gear with the other wheels back here. And it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And technically, you could place these, it's a can right there. That just kind of makes it really unbalanced. So, let's just take this off. And, it's Combiner Wars. So obviously, it's going to combine. It's going to do a combination form. So, Scattershot, obviously the Voyager, he's going to turn into Torso. Now for that transformation, you want to do that. You want to turn the arms into robot mode, and kind of keep the legs into jet mode. I want to fold that down. I want to take the wings and peg them in, which they don't peg in very well since I think it's because of this weird rubber. Doesn't feel very good. And then you want to fold this down, and this is a very genius transformation. Like, I have, besides Skylinks, I have all of the torsos, and this is torso molds, and this is one of like the better transformations for the torso molds. I want to do the same thing there. Fold the fists back, and that will expose the combiner ports. Now what I want to do with this is you want to take that, I'll take this, and it lifts up. Very, very weird, because it's kind of tight joint. It's a weird tight joint. It's very almost like spring-loaded. Then you want to take this little ridge that'll just slot into this slot right there, and then the antennas will be folded down. You want to fold them up. Then you want to fold this out. Then you want to fold this side to form the chest, and then want to fold this side in as well. And stuff will get unpegged. That's my biggest complaint with this guy, is that torso transformation is not graceful. And here you have, oh look at that, neither it's the camera again. Here you have Scattershot in his torso mode, and since it's combiner accurate, well, it's instruction accuracy, these peg Afterbreakers weapons, if you haven't seen that review, I would suggest watching it. Peg in right on the thighs. And there you have him in his combiner wars, in his combined form, in his torso form. And this is actually really, oh, you want to open these up. Forgot about that. And I really like this guy in his torso form. It's one of the better torsos. It looks a lot more streamlined than Menasor without, because I have the perfect effect upgrades. It looks a lot better than the original Menasor torso. That just wasn't good. The Hotspot torso, this one's still better. This is the best base torso I think you're gonna get, because I've seen Skylinks and that just looks meh. But it's like I said, best one you're gonna get. And for posability that I can show you now, these just kind of do the good old moving. This can swivel. The goods. So that's about it for Scattershot. Pretty cool. I really like this guy. Obviously, if you're gonna get the box set, you're gonna get this guy. So, like I said, probably the best one in the set by far. Well, not by far, just by some. But pretty good figure. And I will hopefully be releasing everything else soon. Maybe even just in one day. Who knows? That guy fell over. So, remember to like, if you like a bit more, try subscribing. I will never upload on a regular basis. Keyword, never. And I'll see you next time. Bye.